Coming up, we will crown the world champions of the Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge Series with the biggest lineup of trucks ever. And of course, and the show will feature not only monster trucks but also some of the superstars of the NASCAR racing series, and a rollover contest, a demo cross race, and maybe some more other stuff along the way. Will Bigfoot keep up his consistency enough to win him the world title, or will any of these any of these colossal pile of 32 monster trucks will steal the win and take up the points? It's all on the line. There's no holding back. It's the ultimate monster truck showdown, and it will be carried out on a course never before seen on the M.T.N. Monster Truck Nation Tour. It's all up next. Welcome to the M.T.N. Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Christmas Showdown, also known as the Holiday Motorsports Spectacular. Hi everybody, I'm Tom Todd, and we have got an incredible amount of trucks here. I've never seen as many monster truck drivers as fired up and as serious as they are as what's going to happen here tonight. We have 32 monster trucks, and plus a whole lot of other things like a rollover contest, a demo cross race, and some action from the superstars of the stars of NASCAR over there. Before we get to this crowning of a world racing, world freestyle, and the overall all world champion, otherwise known as the grand champion, let's take a look at this colossal lineup of monster trucks. First, we'll start off with Guy winning the bulldozer out of Blackwell, Missouri, and that big bull surely has been great. And here's a guy who hasn't had a great season in this series this year, Tom Menson Goldberg. Next up will be Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder. That Ford's been doing good all year long. Then it'll be Mark Hall and Executioner, who's had a tough season this year. Then it'll be Wayne Spazanic in Tropical Thunder. He's had a tough season. Scott Hartsock in Gunslinger. Nick Rossi in the Jersey Outlaw. Neil Elliott in Maximum Destruction. Then Richard Patterson in Rampage. Brian Bartle in Little Tiger. Scott Stephens in King Crunch. The most popular truck in the world, the 1951 Chevy panel van, the Gravedigger, driven by Dennis Anderson. Jeremy Ward in the Pony Express. Dan Evans in the Destroyer. Lyle Hancock in Wrenchhead. Andy Hoffman in Nightmare, who has been improving all season, and by chance trying to keep it from going on its roof. Scott Hess in Barefoot. Scott Hess has been driving barefoot for the rest of the season. Fred Schaefer was done for the after Fred Schaefer announced he was done for the year. Then it'll be Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher, Barefoot's arch rival, Jack Willman and Taurus. Then will be the original monster truck, Jim Kramer and Bigfoot, Gene Patterson and Snakebite, somebody in Jaws, I'm going to have to check in on that, Charlie Pauken and the Excalibur, David Morris and the Equalizer, Paul Schaefer and the Monster Patrol, Dan Patrick and Samson, he's had a great season this year, then Bobby Zollner and Monster Mutt. Then a new truck on the block, Candace Jolly, the Monster Mutt Dalmatian, then Rod Schmid and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, a new truck on the block, and that is not a truck that I own in my collection, by the way. Neither is Jaws. I'll give you more details on that later in the show. And then it will be John Seasock and Sudden Impact, and then the husband and wife team, Michael Vaughters and Black Stallion, and his wife, Pam Vaughters, in the Boogie Van. We will kick things off with the first round of monster trucks. First, we'll have Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher going up against Scott Stephens and King Crunch. Then it'll be Jim Kramer and Bigfoot up against Mark Hall and the Executioner. Then it'll be Bobby Zollner and Monster Mutt up against Andy Hoffman and Nightmare. Then it'll be Dan Patrick and Sampson up against John Seasock and the Sudden Impact Ford. Then it'll be Taurus up against Maximum Destruction. Then it'll be Goldberg up against the Bulldozer. Then it'll be Charlie Pauken and Excalibur up against Nick Rossi in the Jersey Outlaw. Then it'll be Rampage going up against Jaws. Also at round 1, we will have Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder going up against Candace Jolly and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Gene Patterson and the Snakebite going up against Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger. Then it'll be Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger up against Wayne Spozanic and Tropical Thunder. Then it'll be David Morris and Equalizer going up against Paul Schaefer and Monster Patrol. Then it'll be Black Stallion going up against Lyle Hancock and Wrench Head. Then it'll be Barefoot up against Little Tiger, Scott Hess and Barefoot, Brian Bartle and Little Tiger. Then it'll be the final performance of Dad Evans and driving the Destroyer. Dad Evans planning to drive Blue Thunder at the start of 2015 season in the Monster Truck Nation Tour. Then it'll be, and going up against him will be Pam Vaughters and Boogie Van. And then rounding out round 1, it will have Jeremy Ward and Pony Express going up against Rod Schmid and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And as we get started, my cousin Logan joins me in the booth. Glad to have you up here.
Hey, how are you? I'm glad too.
As Carolina Crusher and King Crunch are set up for round 1. Here they go, up and over the cars. First, they got to go over the cars, make a 180-degree horseshoe shaped turn, and then go back over the cars from the opposite direction, and Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher, takes the win, Logan.
I know, that was a really nice race. I'm surprised he won. I was expecting...
Alright, as we continue round 1, as Bigfoot, Jim Kramer, takes on Mark Hall and the Executioner Machine. Both are off, and Logan, Jim Kramer says he's got this field covered.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Coming around to the coming around the turn, back over the cars, it will be Jim Kramer and Bigfoot going up against Gary Porter in round 2.
Just like he said.
He cleared all 8 of those automobiles. Alright, next up will be Monster Mutt against Nightmare. Andy Hoffman and Nightmare has been the most improved driver this season. Coming around the turn, Monster Mutt really out in the lead here, Logan.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to win or not, though.
Oh, Monster Mutt got in trouble. He missed the jump. He's disqualified, and he goes over.
Well, pal.
Watch this replay, Logan. As you can see, he approaches the cars kind of cockeyed, and then he clips the tabletop, which is part of the demo cross course that we're going to see later. And what a violent rollover that is.
Yikes.
Wow. Nightmare events to the next round. Stay tuned for more round one action. Welcome back to the M.T.N. Motorsports Spectacular. We are just getting started for round number one, and Logan, Sudden Impact has had a very dismal season.
Yes, that is true.
Well, John Seasock does make it around the turn, but and he's trying, but I don't think he's going to catch Dan Patrick and Sampson. Sampson takes the win, Logan.
That's great.
As you can see on the replay, Sampson clears all of the automobiles and rolls on over into the next round. Alright, next up will be Taurus against Maximum Destruction. Taurus has really improved ever since he's debuted in episode 6. Anything you want to say on that? I would love to hear your comments.
I don't really have any comments right now.
Well, around the turn, looks like Taurus, oh, he made that turn beautifully. Coming around, Neil Elliott giving it a great effort, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and Taurus is going to cross the finish line and take the win if he can keep it from going on its roof.
Well, hopefully it doesn't go on.
Well, he didn't. Now, as you can see on replay, here is Taurus. Just about cleared the entire set of cars, Logan.
Great.
And as you can see, he goes belly up.
Oh!
Getting on two wheels. A wild landing with those Custer coilovers for Jack Willman. Well, next up will be Goldberg up against Bulldozer. Tom Mintz has not had a good season.
Well, hopefully he'll win this race.
Well, let's see how he does here. Coming around the turn, looks like Goldberg might have the lead. Coming to the set of cars, and it will be Goldberg taking the victory.
Great. That's what I was hoping for.
Well, you may be a fan, but Tom Mintz has sure got to be happy for that victory over Guy Wood and the Bulldozer, which is his teammate, by the way. Alright, next up will be a pair of leaf-sprung trucks, a Chevy versus Ford matchup. Charlie Pauken and Excalibur taking on Nick Rossi and the Jersey Outlaw.
Well, see who wins this round.
Around the turn, looks like the Jersey Outlaw might be lacking a little bit, and Charlie Pauken foots it, and the leaf spring suspension, and despite both trucks having the leaf spring suspension, Charlie Pauken takes the win.
Woo!
As you can see on the replay right there, Logan, look at the abuse that the suspension is taking on both trucks.
They are leaf spring.
Those are very, very stiff suspensions for both of those trucks. Next up will be a Ford versus Dodge matchup. Rampage, Richard Patterson taking on Eric Tack, driving the Jaws. Jaws, a Bigfoot team truck. And
it is owned by me.
But that truck is run by the Bigfoot team. Eric Tack, a Bigfoot driver, is actually running in that truck right now. And look at this! Jaws is going to take the victory. What an upset Wow! An upset victory over Richard Patterson and Rampage.
Bigfoot team takes the win.
You're right about that. It does say Bigfoot at the top of that vehicle. And as you can see, both trucks coming to a stop on the instant replay. Now we got Blue Thunder taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian, driven by Candace Jolly.
Can't wait to see who wins this one.
Well, Candace Jolly sure hopes she'll have her competition edge up when we get into the Winter Nationals. Not too far soon, and it'll be Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder going into the next round.
Woo!
So that's another big dog. One and done.
Who let the dogs lose?
Yep. Alright, coming around, Snakebite, Gunslinger, a pair of Fords. Gene Patterson driving the Snakebite, and he's pretty much had a good, and the out of all the people who've driven the Snakebite truck, Gene Patterson looks like he's been the improved driver.
That is right.
Gene Patterson, a really tough veteran on the circuit, and he's got the lead here, and he is going to put Scott Hartsock and the Gunslinger away. Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger having a very tough season. Here's the replay. Watch the leap up and over those cars, Logan.
Ooh, wow.
Patterson had a lot of speed. It literally launched him over those cars. Alright, here we go. Grave Digger, the most popular truck in the world, taking on Wayne Smozanik in Tropical Thunder. Dennis Anderson has had a great season in event number 4 during the racing portion. Digger actually did beat Bigfoot, Logan. And coming up and over the cars. Cars coming to the finish line. Oh, you call it. You have got to call this. Wow. Well, here's the replay. That was a very, very close race. Who do you think took the victory? Coming to the light, it is
Gravedigger?
all right. Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger is going to roll over into the next round. The officials have called it. Gravedigger's your winner as we get set for Equalizer taking on Monster Patrol. Paul Schaefer and Logan, both these trucks have had their ups and downs this season.
That is awesome.
Coming around, looks like Equalizer has got a more competitive edge. He has a huge lead over Monster Patrol, and he's gonna take the win, Logan.
Woo!
On replay, you have anything you want to say?
Let's see. Well, not really.
Oh man, up and over those cars, and it looks like, and look at that, the clear. He almost, I think he completed the entire set of cars. As we go to another Ford versus Chevy matchup, Black Stallion taking on Lyle Headcock in the Rich Head Chevrolet.
Woo!
Coming around, looks like the lead will have to go to richhead.com. But here comes that Black Stallion truck. It's close. Might be richhead.com. Richhead.com. Look at the air that he has.
That is giant.
Holy cow, that was a very, very great race. And there's the two trucks coming to a stop on the instant replay. Now we have Barefoot up against Little Tiger. Barefoot in second in the points. If he loses this race, Logan, it could change everything.
He better win.
Coming around, looks like off screen. They're making their turn off screen. It looks like Barefoot might have the lead. Coming across, you're going to have to call it.
A barefoot hooking.
Oh, Barefoot! Barefoot takes the victory over the Chevrolet of Little Tiger.
Woo!
And here's the replay. Let's see this again in real time. Look at the wild ride from Barefoot.
Ooh.
Scott Hess, always a wild man driving that Barefoot truck. He's not afraid to crash that thing trying to win. Here's the slow motion replay. Wow. No mercy from Barefoot. Little Tiger gave it all he had, but Barefoot took the victory. All right, now we got a Destroyer, Dead Evans. His final event in the Destroyer truck going up against Pam Viders in the Boogie Van, Logan. Coming around the turn. Logan, this may be the race of the night. Coming around. And it is the Destroyer machine. Out of control, but he's going to win it. Oh, no, here we go. Another shot. What a shot over the cars that Dead Evans had, Logan.
Yeah, that was giant, too.
Wow. He really had it dialed in there. All right, last race of round one here. Monster Mutt Rottweiler, Rod Schmidt, Jeremy Ward, Pony Express. You call the winner coming around the turn. Coming back towards the cars, and the winner is going to be Rottweiler. Monster Mutt Rottweiler takes the victory here, Logan.
Woo! I'm glad that he made that.
What a run by Rod Schmid in the Monster Mutt Rottweiler. We may see that truck again in the future. Well, stay tuned for a demo cross heat and round number 2. Don't you dare go away. Welcome back to the M.T.N. Holiday Motorsports Spectacular. The crowd is surely fired up. And before we get to the round 2 racing action of monster trucks, let's take a look at the demo cross racing. This is a pretty wacky style car race. Row 1 will be number 30 and number 5. Row 2, number 1229 and number 305. And row 3 will have the Enforcer and number 1. And here they go, Logan. The first heat race of the demo cross competition.
Wow.
Coming around up and over the tabletop, number 1229 has the lead. It's going to be a great race as they head down the straightaway.
Let's see who wins this thing.
Coming around up and over the final 2 jumps, coming around to the finish line jump, it'll be the Enforcer taking the win in Heat 1. Wow, and everybody piles in the crazy insanity of demo cross action. Here's the replay The Enforcer, big air he has. Wow. Well, looks like we know what's up next. Okay, for the second round of Monster Trucks, we have Carolina Crusher going up against Bigfoot. We'll have Nightmare going up against Samson. Taurus up against Goldberg. Excalibur up against Jaws. Blue Thunder up against Snakebite. Gravedigger up against the Equalizer. Rich Head taking on Barefoot. And Destroyer taking on the Rottweiler. Here we go, round number 2 of the Monster Trucks. Carolina Crusher taking on Bigfoot, Logan.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Off the start, Jim Kramer looks like he's got the early lead, but he doesn't have much, though. Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher's right there with him as they come around the horseshoe turn. Here they come to the finish line, and it looks like Jim Kramer, but I don't know, Logan.
Let's see.
All right, here we go. Here's the replay, and Logan, it looked to me like Jim Kramer and Bigfoot got the win. Let's go down to Alex, who is standing by with Jim Kramer.
Alex here, I'm standing here with Bigfoot Jim Kramer. Jim, what you think about that run?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Alex. Gary Porter is in the Carolina Crusher there. Is a very tough competitor and and I'm pretty happy that we beat him right now. If we can keep this Bigfoot number 8 dialed in, I think we could walk away as the winner today. Jim Kramer, a very consistent driver as we continue round 2 with Nightmare Andy Hoffman up against Dan Patrick and Samson.
Well, my personal vote is for Samson.
Let's see. We'll see if you're right, or if your vote does win, Logan. Logan off the into the turn. Looks like Samson's right there with Nightmare. Coming around, Samson has the lead coming off the turn. Coming back over the cars. Oh my gosh, he completely cleared the set of crushed cars, Logan.
That was intense.
Samson does take the win. Look how far ahead he is.
That is amazing.
Wow, and Samson, Dan Patrick, takes the victory as we continue round number 2 with Taurus going up against Tom Mintz and Goldberg. Jack Willman really wanting to beat Tom Mintz in the truck named after the wrestler Bill Goldberg. Now into the turn. Looks like Taurus has got the lead coming around, and Taurus takes the win. Goldberg dies on the cars.
Ooh.
As you can see, Logan, Taurus way up in the air. His nose was high in the air. Let's go down to Sonic, who is standing by with Jack. Sonic here standing with Jack Willman and Taurus. Jack, you had a very wild landing in round 1. Tell me about it. Well, this truck here runs on custard coilover shock absorbers, and I had a pretty and it absorbs a lot of impact, but we're having trouble getting the suspension dialed in. We haven't gotten all the bugs out of the truck yet, but we're still getting there. Jack Willman and Taurus. Round 2 action continues with Eric Tack and Jaws taking on Charlie Pocket and Excalibur. Off the start, looks like Excalibur really with that leaf spring suspension, very stiff. Looks like it's not the way to go, Logan.
Let's see.
Jaws took the victory, and Charlie Pocket's in trouble, and he's over on his roof.
I'm really glad Jaws won that one because he has to be my favorite truck out of this series.
Well, I'm happy for you, but the main story is Excalibur. Watch the replay. He takes a bad bounce off the cars. Then then the suspension springs up on him, and it springs up on him on the side, and it flips him over right there.
I hope he's okay.
Man, what an incredible rollover by Charlie Pocket. Snake Fight and Blue Thunder up next. Off the start, looks like Snakebite has the early lead, Logan.
Let's see.
Coming around the turn. It looks like they're pretty even, but coming to the line, you call it.
Let's see. It should be in the replay. I think Snakebite took that one.
All right, the Sonic standing by with Gene Patterson. Gene, you look like you got this truck dialed in. Well, yeah, Sonic. We've been watching a lot of these guys all night long. Jim Kramer, my teammate Jim Kramer, and a lot of these other guys are probably going to be tough competitor coming into this race. We're going to try to get to the finals. We get to the finals and hope put this Ford Snake in victory lane. Who do you think might be the toughest competitor? Toughest competitor, I think probably is going to be Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. Sonic. He's definitely got that 51 Chevy panel van dialed in. Gene Patterson aiming to beat everybody here. Here, Gravedigger and Equalizer and all Chevrolet matchup up next.
Let's see what happens.
Off the start, looks like Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger has the lead, but they're pretty even. They're both are powered by 540 cubic inch Chevrolets.
Ooh, this is going to be a close one.
Coming around off the turn, this horseshoe course. That horseshoe turn really makes it a driver's course, and the win is going to probably go to Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger.
The legend is back.
Dennis Anderson takes the win, and and he does it in spectacular fashion, as he did in event number 4 weeks ago, beating Lonnie Childers and Bigfoot. Round 2 action continues with Barefoot, Scott Hess, and Lyle Hancock and Rich Head. Oh, big bounce off of Scott Hess. Hess with a leaf sprung truck. Lyle Hancock makes the turn, Logan, but it's going to probably be probably going to be decided when they come back over the cars.
Let's see.
And it is Scott Hess and Barefoot taking the win. Lyle Hancock has been eliminated. Looks like Scott Hess is going on to round number 3.
He did it again, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That leaf spring suspension definitely working for him on this type of course. Well, here we go. The final race of round 2. Destroyer taking on Monster Butt Rottweiler Ford versus, I think, a Mercury body. Coming around the turn, Dan Evans looks like he might be even with Rod Schmid, but Rod Schmid way ahead. He clears the entire set of cars. Rod Schmid and Monster Butt Rottweiler does it again.
Woo!
It looks like it. And look at that. Look at the long lead. It's that turn that really helps Rod Schmid get around this course. He's going on round number 3. Destroyer eliminated. Looks like Dan Evans will have better luck next time. Stay tuned because we got a whole lot more action. Look at that. The crowd's pretty sure fired up. Don't go away. Welcome back to the M.T.N. Holiday Motorsports Spectacular, the season finale of the M.T.N. Monster Truck Challenge Series. We are getting ready for Heat 2 of the Demo Cross Racing event. Get ready for some wild action. Alright, here's the starting lineup. Row 1, number 69 and number 14. Row 2, number 3 and number 822. And in row 3, number 8 and number 5 maybe? Number 14 maybe? Alright, let's see. Let's go. Number 53, excuse me. Off the start. And remember, this is one lap, Logan.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Coming down the horseshoe turn, up and over the next 2 sets of jumps. Number 3 way up in the air. He's going to lead this thing, and he's going to carry it to the finish line. And they all pile in, and number 822 rolls over on his roof.
Thanks.
Oh my, here's the instant replay. And now let's get back to the main focus, which is the monster trucks. Alright, we are down to our last standing 8 trucks for round 3. It'll be Bigfoot versus Samson, Taurus versus Jaws, Snakebite up against Gravedigger, and Barefoot up against Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Alright, Logan, 8 trucks remain. Bigfoot and Samson are on the line.
Let's see who wins this thing.
Chevy versus Ford. Ford, this is a big rivalry. Off the start, looks like Jim Kramer.
I think Ford is going to pull this off.
Alright, let's see, around the turn, look, they're pretty even coming to the set of cars, and I think the win will be Jim Kramer and Bigfoot.
Yes.
Here you go, the replay. Jim Kramer laying down a very consistent run so far, as we have Taurus, Jack Willman taking on Eric Tack and Jaws.
Yes.
Chevrolet versus Ford.
Taurus or Jaws. Let's see who wins.
You're right about that. Here they come around the turn. They're pretty even coming back towards the set of cars. And it will be Taurus, I think.
Oh!
Taurus has defeated the Jaws truck.
Both of them have been doing good this whole race, so that was really close.
Yeah, it was. Both of them were doing very, very well. Taurus just had the truck a little more dialed in, and Jack Willman advances into the semifinals. All right, now it's a Chevy versus Ford matchup. Gravedigger will take on Bigfoot's other remaining teammate, Gene Patterson, in the Snakebite Ford.
Oh.
Coming around, looks like Dennis Anderson might have the lead here, coming across. Oh man, he is manhandling the Ford. Oh, Logan, he completely cleared the set of cars.
That's amazing.
Holy cow, look at the replay. Dennis Anderson really ran it pretty hard.
Yeah.
He knew Snakebite was a tough competitor. Let's go down to Alex, who is standing by with the wild man, Dennis Anderson.
Alex here again with Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. Dennis, you're going on to the semifinals. What do you think?
Well, with me bringing along this special edition 30th anniversary paint scheme just for this event, I think I'm doing pretty good. I just got to focus on that turn. Focus on this turn, which is right at the end of the track, and then and then we got to go back to where we started from. But other than that, I really love the course. It's different. But anyway, if we can keep this old Chevy pedal truck going through each round, I think we might reach the final. That was Dennis Anderson. Anyway, this is the last race of round 3 with Barefoot taking on the Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Oh, this is going to be a close one.
Both trucks are Chevrolet powered. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler with the Mercury body may have an advantage here because of the new style chassis setup. Barefoot running with the old style, but Scott Hess is running it pretty hard. Oh man,
Gosh, that was crazy.
that was not only that, but close too. Let's see the replay. Coming to the cars. And it is Barefoot's your winner. Scott Hess and Barefoot is your winner. Sonic is standing by with him. Let's go check in with him now. Sonic here with Scott Hess and Barefoot. Scott, you go into the semifinals, man, but you're going up against Gravedigger in the next round. How do you feel? Don't bother me at all, Sonic. Your truck running that good? Well, this old leaf sprung Chevrolet is running really good. I'm having wild runs with it. I just gotta have my mind set for that turn, and maybe we can, and if I don't crash, maybe we can win this thing. Stay tuned because we'll have the main event on the demo cross, a rollover contest, a NASCAR race, and the monster truck semifinals next. Don't go away. We have plenty more to come. Hello, welcome back to the M.T.N. Holiday Motorsports Spectacular. We are in the final portions of this event. We are getting ready for the main event of the demo cross race. Row 1, Enforcer at number 3. Row 2, number 69, number 14. Row 3, number 305 and number 53. Row 4, number 2, 1229 and number 30. And we'll go along the rows here. Row 5 will be number 5 and number 802 and number 8, and rounding out the field will be number 1. And number 1's all over already. Oh, number 30's flipped it. Oh my, the crazy insanity of Democross has taken its toll on the drivers as we approach the final, as we getting in the later stages of the final lap of the race, Logan.
Ooh.
Oh, the number 14 gets spun out by the Enforcer, and number 53, takes the win. Here's the replay, Logan.
Well,
alright, here we go. The semifinals, the final 4. It'll be Bigfoot up against Taurus, and Gravedigger up against Barefoot. Alright, the semifinals of the monster trucks, Logan.
can't wait to see this.
Taurus and Bigfoot right off the bat.
Let's see this.
Alright, coming around the turn. Whoever wins this one goes into the final. Let's see who's it gonna be. Here we go. Back to the cars, and it's Bigfoot.
Ooh, good for him.
Bigfoot accepting the challenge from Taurus. As you can see on the replay there, Jim Kramer easily takes the victory. Taurus will go to the trailer. Jim Kramer will take it to the finals as we take Scott Hess and Dennis Anderson up for a ride. Here we go. Barefoot versus Gravedigger semifinals of the monster trucks. Coming around the turn. It looks like Barefoot. Anderson's trying, but I don't think he could catch him, Logan.
Ooh, let's see who gets this.
Barefoot takes the victory and goes into the finals.
Yes.
But there's the replay. Look at the abuse that suspension is taking.
Wow.
Anyway, we are getting set for the NASCAR challenge of this event. We'll have 17 race cars, and these guys, and it is a pleasure to have these guys here.
Yes, that is right.
And there they are, the Fords, Chevys, Dodges, a couple of Toyotas, and a Pontiac. Here's the lineup. Bobby Allison, Dale Earnhardt Sr., row 2, Terry Labonte, Sterling Marlin, row 3, Paul Menard in the number 8, Matt Kenseth in the 17, row 4, Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt Jr., row 5, Casey Kane and Bobby Labonte.
Yes.
Row 6 will be Rusty Wallace and Kyle Petty. Row 7 will have, I think, Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski. Row 8 will have Bill Elliott and Jeff Gordon. And rounding out the field will be Ted Musgrave. Here we go. The green flag's out and the race is on. Bobby Allison grabs the early lead. All right, end of lap number 1. Coming down the back straightaway, it'll be Dale Earnhardt Sr. taking the lead now. Now Richard Petty on the inside. He's going to take the lead away from Dale Earnhardt Sr. and he'll have the lead. Coming around, this is a pretty close race. Terry Labonte now takes the lead.
This is intense.
Yeah, it is. Every lap, a different driver seems to be leading. Coming around, it'll be Sterling Marlin taking the lead as we approach lap 4. Coming around now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the inside. Lap number 5 now as he takes the lead away from Sterling Marlin. And oh, we got trouble.
Big trouble.
Kyle Petty's upside down and several other drivers are involved.
Ooh.
Bobby Labonte, Paul Menard, and Kyle Petty. Oh my gosh, the number 44, Kyle Petty's barrel rolling.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. And now the Hot Wheels Pontiac comes to rest. Here's the replay.
Hopefully they're okay.
And look at the number 5 car as he spins out. And wow, what a ride that Kyle Petty has taken. Watch this. He's going to go. Watch this. He's going to come back off the wall here and then tumble side over side, end over end several times.
That's gotta hurt.
Indeed it has, because that number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac is totaled. And now we're going to take a look at the highlights from the rollover contest. Here's a Volkswagen Beetle, and watch the wild ride he takes.
Really wild ride.
Here's the replay. He approaches that ramp there, and watch that Volkswagen fly. Woo!
That's insane.
Insane as it is, these people few even dare to even attempt that as a living. And here's our winning rollover. Watch this. Oh my gosh. And there's our winner of the Toyota, and look at how destroyed that front end of that car is. Wow. Holy cow. On replay. Watch him come up that ramp and start flipping as violently as anybody else can.
Really, really violently.
Right about that as pieces of glass and metal fly off the car.
Wow.
Watch that Toyota fly. Wow. Oh my. The crazy insanity of the rollover contest. What a highlight there is there. Now we're getting set for the restart of the NASCAR racing portion. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still has that lead. He'll have the lead coming to the green flag, Logan.
Ooh, let's see if he's going to make this.
All right, he gets the jump off the green flag. But here comes Bobby Allison and his father, Dale Sr. He's going to take the lead now.
Ooh.
Coming around the bend. Here they come. Bobby Allison now in the lead. Coming around, and they go around the number 11 Toyota, which is a lapped car. And oh, we got more trouble. Jeff Gordon spins, and oh, he collects Denny Hamlin. Holy cow, that was a hard lick.
Wow.
Here on replay, Jeff Gordon blows a tire and watch him spin out of control. He goes back onto the racetrack and bam! What a hard lick that was.
Jeez.
Hard hit by by Jeff Gordon in the number 24 Chevrolet. And here comes Murray Chambers. Oh my! The T-bone crash by Murray Chambers. Coming in, watch this right here. He's gonna take the middle car out, and watch that Volkswagen roll under him, and a great stunt by Murray Chambers. Unbelievable! As the pace car pulls off for the final 2 laps of the NASCAR racing event. Bobby Allison gets the jump. Coming around the bend. It'll be 1 lap to go this time, Logan.
Ooh, I hope Senior wins this.
Coming around. Oh, that is so close.
Ooh, who
and
won?
There's the margin of victory. Dale Sr. takes it, and watch him do a victory donut.
Yes, he did.
Oh my, now we're gonna get to the finals of the monster trucks. Alright, here we go, the finals for the win. It will be the not only 2 arch rivals, not only Ford versus Chevrolet, but the 2 original monster truck machines. Bigfoot versus Barefoot. They are on the line now, ready to go. Alright, here we go for the finale. Bigfoot taking on Barefoot, the 2 original monster trucks, Logan.
Let's see who wins this.
Alright, here we go. Off the start, it looks like they're pretty even. Jim Cramer grabbing the early lead. Can he get it turned?
Hopefully.
He does.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Bigfoot's got it. Let's see. Bigfoot's got it. Bigfoot will win the monster truck racing motorsports spectacular. On the replay, Jim Cramer has been very consistent, Logan.
That is very, very true.
Open over the set of cars, and what an incredible run by Jim Cramer. Unbelievable, and watch Barefoot bounce.
Wow.
major air off those cars for both of them. Bigfoot is your winner.
Yes.
The winner of the Monster Truck Nation Holiday Motorsports Challenge is Jim Kramer in Bigfoot. Congratulations to him and our runner-up Scott Hess in Barefoot. The top two in the points. And well, that ends our broadcast. Congratulations to Jim Kramer and Bigfoot, who has won the event and probably has won and wins the racing and probably has won the racing world championship, which will be determined by the points. Points to Alex, to Sonic, to my cousin Logan. And to my cousin Logan, I'm Tom Todd. Thanks for being with us for an astonishing edition of the first ever Holiday Spectacular of the Monster Truck Nation. Good night, everybody.